Okay, we're going to take a minute and just go through the charity profile page and the various different ways that you can find the profile page. The goal of Chamber for Good is to raise the visibility of local charities and help them create connections, relationships with the givers within their local community, whether they be organizations or individuals. And so we're looking for multiple ways to raise the visibility and as quickly as possible get individuals to that profile page or to become familiar with the individual charities. So naturally, as you come to the page, you could browse the needs as they exist, and you would eventually come to a number of charities that have the particular need, and you could follow up with the charities at that point. You could also offer items or volunteer time and create a relationship that way. But for the sake of immediately trying to get into the charity profile, I'm going to go ahead and just click on Browse Charities up above, which automatically brings up the local charitable organizations, and they're sorted by categories. These categories, by the way, are determined by the charities themselves, and they can choose more than one if it applies to their particular charity or cause. I'm going to go ahead and click on Kids, and we're going to go ahead and get in to a particular account. I'll go ahead and choose the Dysart Community Center in this case. And this is the charity profile page. Each charity controls every element of this profile page. They control which graphic is shown here. They can choose to make it their logo, or they can put up a photo that captures kind of the mission of what it is that they're engaged in. This is the basic contact information, organizational contact information. And over here you've got a map. Again, we're emphasizing every opportunity we have to publicize how local most of these charities are. And in some cases they're not necessarily based local, but they do have a heavy involvement in the community, and so they'll still be invited into Chamber for Good. Down below here you'll see that there's a specific button for the website, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We really want people to be able to access all of the great communication tools that these charities may be using to spread their message and try and raise their visibility. The donate dollars screen, every chamber or every charity has their own. They're the ones in their back-end system that determine what that is linked to. So some may send it to a PayPal account, some may send it to a gateway system, others may just send it to their website where there's more information on how they can write checks or pay by credit card or other alternatives and ways to be able to make payment. Over on the left, you'll see that also each charity has the ability to put in very specific contact information. So if you're on here and you just want to just hurry up and find some more information out about this charity, create a relationship with them, go ahead and give them a call. The information can be found right here, and that's the individual that the charity has chosen to put forward as their contact individual. Down below, you see the Who Are We and Our Mission. And again, in the admin area of the charities, they're able to go in and put this information in, and they can add to and edit it and make changes anytime that they want to. They can make changes to any of this anytime they want to. Also, they can put in as much information as they want to in the Who Are We, also in the Our Mission area here. And what will happen is at a certain point, there will be a scroll that will appear so that it doesn't start wandering off the page here. But you're really not very limited in the amount of information that you can put in as a charity. If you feel it's pertinent and it helps convey exactly what it is you're doing, you go ahead and put it in. This is really kind of the key area for each of the individual charities. This is where they're posting their needs, and this is all done in the back-end administrative system, which is shown on another video. But this is what the public would see. And so as they find their way to a particular charity, they could come in and they see, all right, item needs, well, they've got a wish list here. All right, some charities will be more specific and say we need this item or this item, but they've gone ahead and put in a wish list. Also on the volunteers, all volunteers want it, and they've got information listed there. Well, to get more detail, I just click on the item there, and I could scroll down and I could see, well, that's a pretty extensive list. That's great that they're being detailed and they're getting that information out. If I want to go ahead and respond to one of these needs and say, okay, well, I've got some board games. Is there any particular type they're looking for? Well, let me go ahead and find out, or let me just tell them what I've got. I'm going to click on that email link, and I can put in any additional information right down here below. And I just put in my basic contact information here. Again, the goal is not for everybody to need to come through the Chamber of Commerce to be able to get that relationship, but we want to facilitate those relationships. So we want to make the introductions. We want to make it as easy as possible for givers and charities to get together and to build a relationship there. So they put in their information, put anything else they need to here, click send, and it's immediately off to the charity. And they update all of these things from their own back-end system. So that's just a basic overview, very quick, but basic overview of the charity profile